Hello and welcome to my video on why I think Yukio's behaviour, attitude and thoughts on Rin throughout the entirety of the Blue Exorcist manga after Father Shiro Fujimoto's death is justified. Kind of. Part 6. Or otherwise known as the finale. Okay, recap time. So like discussed in the first video, which consisted of me talking about most of the Kyoto arc, as I said how much, in my own opinion, that this was the turning point in the manga and anime, and then touching on a little of the Illuminati arc. Because really, the arc was there to show us Lucifer, Havism will get rescued when kidnapped, and to kickstart Yukio's hunger more for knowledge about his eyes and family. Oh, and something I'm still waiting to get animated in season 3. I'm still hoping. And then discussed in the second video, where I basically talked about what happened in the Elmuri arc, and why that was important, ranging from Yukio putting himself in dangerous situations, to nearly getting a contract with a demon for immortality basically, and shippers having a hard time. And then discussed about in the third and fourth video a little bit on the Blue Knight investigation arc, with setting up things from secrets that the Exorcist organisation kept secret, and a little on Yukio more, showing how his curiosity is growing steadily now. And then finally, for the fifth video, I talked about some more of the Blue Knight investigation arc. Well, I finished it pretty much then. And basically, what I talked about in that was Yukio questioning Mephisto about his eyes and such, Yukio going to jail, only for Rin and the gang to bust him out, Yukio revealing all he had learned from Luan's USB, which contained information of the Exorcist organisation and its tie to the Illuminati, and about their adoptive father, Shiro Fujimoto. Yukio then leaves to join the Illuminati, where Rin died, and was reincarnated as a demon with his demonic heart. Boom. Done. Now in this video, for ending this whole thing, I hope to talk about the main 3 points which had Yukio leaving, with some psychology involved in my analysis now, to back up things and how Yukio's psyche kinda should be like then. However, remember, this is just my own analysis of things now, and shouldn't be taken with any accuracy at all. Now to me, the 3 main points would be family issues, self-conscious problems, and manipulation. So let's get the first one out of the way first, which would be self-conscious problems. Now while doing my research on this and what it can do to someone, is that when someone sees negativity in themselves, it can create voices that they hear, which could be said to be their conscience. It can cause their behaviour to change and become more distant and cold to the others, not wanting to bother people with what's on their mind, which we see very much happening with Yukio as he becomes more distant and cold with the others in the cast. It also states that if someone feels self-conscious about themselves, then embracing their more vulnerable side can help as well, as it can allow for others to see their true self more. Like with how Yukio's eyes have become the way they have, and his concerns that he holds about them. But with Yukio, we see that he doesn't allow that, and pretends things are still fine, and nothing is wrong with him, which isn't going to help him now, and it doesn't. And with that, let's get the second one out of the way now, which would be family issues. As like with being self-conscious is a big problem for Yukio, so is family issues, which can result from poor communication skills, such things like one-way communications with only one person getting what they want to say said, disregarding or invalidating feelings, and hiding family secrets from each other, and many more. And sibling conflicts, like with Rin and Yukio in childhood. And with Yukio and Shiro in flashbacks, we see Yukio was treated more stricter than Rin, and didn't have much of a childhood, or get the same attention. And even when Yukio found out about what him and Rin were, questioning Shiro on it, Shiro just brushed it aside, saying he'd find out later on in life, and keeping it a secret, which angers Yukio. And then there is Rin and Yukio's childhood relationship. Although they had been inseparable for a time, the relationship then seemed to be on thin ice, especially with Yukio knowing things Rin doesn't, and seeing Rin being as carefree and happy as he is, and doing things he wishes that he could, adds to their rocky relationship. And now finally, let's get the third and last point out of the way, which would be manipulation. So let's start off with one good question, and that would be, what exactly is manipulation? Well, manipulation is basically the action of changing someone's feelings, beliefs, and or behaviours using indirect methods. And to achieve the needs that they want met when manipulating someone, manipulators also tend to use deception, coercion, and threats. Now that we have that out of the way, now we look at our next question. Just what kind of people are more targeted by manipulators? Well, manipulators tend to mostly target those who want to be liked and please others. People who have low self-esteem, dependency, those who are naive or ignorant, loneliness, impulsivity, greed and materialism, low assertiveness, and fear of anger, sadness and other negative emotions. Which with some of these, we clearly see with Yukio, as he has some of these traits mentioned and listed, such as low self-esteem, loneliness, and low assertiveness at times. Now we know the reason why Todo did what he did, as it was to make Yukio's behaviour shift from how he was, and make him more distant to the others, and make him feel more alone, and have a more untrusting narrative towards the others. It wasn't until Yukio was nearly killed that his demonic side kicked in, his eyes for example, which made him begin to question things more, and become curious about his origins. And seeing with Todo's manipulation at play here, and Yukio doing what he is by learning what he needs to, this was also a way to force Yukio's judgment in leaving True Cross, or otherwise known as the Exorcist organization, as he wasn't getting the information that he wanted by asking things, only having it brushed aside. And when learning about the Exorcist organization's history, its tie to the Illuminati, was what got Yukio to reach out and go to the Illuminati to learn what he wanted and achieve what he wanted, such as power and getting stronger. So now that we've looked at the main causes for Yukio possibly leaving, which was clearly speculation on my part with what I read and saw happen in the manga and researched, I hope to have cleared some things up with Yukio's character and made him more understanding and also justified with his behaviour, attitude and thoughts. Makes sense from his point of view. Anyway, that's about it for this video, so I thank you if you stayed until the end and heard the other ones, and hopefully you liked the video. Like always, if you found this video to be of interest and liked it, then please like, subscribe and comment if you'd like, as that's always appreciated. Until next time, see ya! Now that Yukio's out of the way now, who else to target? Who? Oh, you'll do perfect.